facing semi-final. Get set to fly because these Indian boys will take it to unimaginable heights versus South Africa. Fasten your seatbelts.
And this is semi-final number 2 for the men's division. Up first, let's welcome the team of South Africa!
They're a team that has shown so much potential, worthy of being here in the semi-finals. The Proteas had it tough against the Indian girls in the girls division. What can the boys do? It's time for one of their biggest tests.
No doubt about that.
And now let's please welcome the home team, the men's team of India!
Listen to the roar. A sense of gratitude and then the sprint. They've actually sprinted right till here. They've demolished anyone who's come in their way. These are the brave hearts from Team India settling down on the mat.
And now let's also welcome our dignitaries, Shri Arif Muhammad Khan, Honorable Governor of Bihar. Joining him is Mr. Rahul Kanwal, News Director, India Today and Aaj Tak. Also joining them is Mr. Ganesh Ambrum, Representative, Rashtrapati Bhavan.
You need calm before the big war. Honorable Governor is there. Pride, joy and happiness engulfs you when you are about to sing or when you sing your country's national anthem.
Let's all rise for the national anthem of South Africa. And now, the national anthem of India.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे गाजे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. One Indian team into the final. Are we just 1 hour away from another Indian team making it to the World Cup final? The girls are there. They've booked themselves a date with Nepal tomorrow evening in the women's division. Could it be an India-Nepal in the men's as well? Shri Arif Muhammad Khan, Governor of Bihar, will toss the coin.
This is the tell. South Africa on the toss and choice attack.
It's the South Africans that win the toss. They will be attacking first, which means India will be attacking right at the very end in turn 4. Paddy, Navneet Krishna here in the company of the big boy, Paramjit Sehrawat. We're ready.
When you call me boy, you give me joy. South Africa's won the toss. They'll be attacking, India will be defending. They'll be looking forward to those dream runs. Now, this is a beautiful sport with rules that actually makes it more enticing, interesting, and engaging, so to say. Okay, now this is it. They're playing 11. Now, tell us which are the players to look out for.
Take a look at that team. Kho Kho is obviously good. Jeffrey, Stork, and Firi. Now, for me, Paddy, I've seen Firi in action. Chances are that he will come out with the Wazir jersey, the number 14. He is absolutely lightning on the Kho Kho mat. Have a look at their run into the semi-final. They lost the one game to Iran, but they beat England in the quarter-final. Argentina, Ghana and Netherlands were much easier opponents. India getting ready. Ramji Kashyap, Mehul, Pabani Sabar in the background. And take a look at the Indian playing 12 now. Paddy, one name that excites you the most from here?
One name that excites me the most is Chingare. For the sheer speed, agility, the firepower. And this game is not just about speed, it's about agility, it's about strategy. Ganpule is there. I mean, there's birth of talent. Now, looking at this, Navneet, and the first thing that you get to see is there is no blemish whatsoever. Versus Sri Lanka, a 60-point win in the quarterfinal. That is good enough to demonstrate the team that they are. Are you ready? Let's go. Unbelievable thrill is right here. This is semi-final tuned. Nepal is already there in the final. They'll play the winner of this one. India versus South Africa.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
8:50 p.m. on a Saturday evening. All of India gluing in on the Hotstar and Star Sports Network to watch India in a World Cup semi-final. India versus South Africa. South Africa deciding to attack first after winning the toss. India in defense. It is Gautam, Pratik Vaikar, the skipper, and Aditya Ganpule to start off.
Look at their body language. Look at their positioning. Move less, hurt more. Sprint less, engage less. Make them sweat more. That is the strategy. You need to be nimble-footed. You may not need to run fast because you need to last.
Absolutely. Now watch how India conserve their energy. Surprisingly, I thought Firi will be the Wazir, Paddy, but it's Jeffrey who's the Wazir. Firi, the one who's standing right now, the number 14 jersey. Watch out for him from South Africa. He's quite the sensation. Well, they're claiming the touch on Pratik Vaikar, not given though. All three Indian defenders very much alive.
An encyclopedia sits by my side. There it comes, quick Kho. Now, quick Kho from my side to Kho.
And that's Firi there. He's got pace. He's been given out. Now I think Aditya Ganpule is saying there was no Kho. But I told you, he's rapid across the Kho Kho mat. Pratik Vaikar gets tagged. Early intent from South Africa.
Yeah, this is fire actually. This is something India was not ready for. They've been caught off guard. Suddenly, Gautam has had to increase his pace. It was quite leisurely in the first 40 seconds or so. After that, I mean, they've had to run.
Ever so often, Paddy, sometimes it helps for the defensive team when there's only one defender, because he can focus on what he wants to do, the entire space available for what he wants to do. Often when you have another defender or two, your teammates with you, sometimes you can be found wanting or misunderstandings with your teammate. Now, Gautam will work this to his advantage.
Yeah, and the only problem with them is when they give those quick Khos, they're taking a little bit of more time in getting up. That is the only thing, and Gautam is using that to his advantage. Zigzag skills are back again. The judgment of direction is back again. He'll have to rely on that peripheral view, Navneet.
See, that's their real strategy. This is where India come into business. They are flexing their defensive skills, and how Gautam very nicely maneuvering the South African team, who've got lots of speed and lots of exuberance on the Kho Kho mat.
Now, if Gautam takes India down to that dream run, mind you, it will be a heroic effort. Why I say this? Because the second player, when he was tagged, I mean, it was, what, 1 minute and 10 seconds, Namni?
It's 2:30 now. This is sensational from Gautam. He's not the tallest man on a Kho Kho mat. Mind you, these South Africans, they're big units. But Gautam is toying with them. Have a look at that. That is a sensational dodge.
The dodge, the skill, the bluff, the pace. Finally, he has his man. India does not get the dream run, but they survive for 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Not bad at all.
Clearly, you can see the difference in caliber from the South Africans. Paddy, India had it pretty easy in a lot of games coming into the semi-final. They dominated their opponents. South Africa, you can see that they bring something more to the Kho Kho mat. Khoza there, cornering Gautam, who went wide of the central lane, and that's never a good idea.
You know what? You talk about the trend there. They don't actually rely on those defensive points. They don't rely on dream runs. They primarily are a team that loves to hunt when they are on the attack. They'll be on attack very soon, but it'll be quite a delight. They came very close, Namni. 2:45 is not bad.
Not bad at all. Now it is Shiva Reddy, Akash Singh and Nikhil B. Peace when they're attacking these three boys. But India now, very different, right? Like you said, Paddy, yesterday you were talking about it. When you're attacking, you need to be at your aggressive best. When you're defending, it isn't about aggression, but rather quite the opposite of it. Akash Singh gets tagged there.
You can't be lopsided either. You can't be sluggish either. I mean, this is overconfidence for me. You have your back towards your opponent and you're not even nimble-footed at that time. He was caught napping. So suddenly, we need to tell our viewers time and again, it is about speed, it is about skill, it is about strategy, it is about stamina, it is about disguise also, it is about your mindset also. You need to be thinking like a chess player. There, understands very well, change of direction not allowed, and he's playing at the moment, Shiva, with them.
He's quite toying. He's toying with the South African attackers. This is brilliant dodging, evading skills from Shiva Reddy. Now the focus is on Nikhil. Have a look at Nikhil go. Has he been tagged? Yeah, he has been. A cheeky smile on Nikhil.
No, with the Wazir in the open area, I mean, no, you might in trouble. Well done, South Africa. Look at the joy on their faces. They're up on their feet. They're about to jump in the air.
And it's the first time I'm seeing a team really get India to be at their best. If anything, this reminds me of Nepal attacking India in game number 1, that India won just by 5 points. But this is some good intensity from the Proteas. They aren't backing down. They know they're up against the best team in the world, but that isn't stopping them from really having a go.
If it comes down to stamina deciding who's going to win this one, South Africa will have their nose ahead, let me tell you. And they are hugely built, heavily built. The stamina resides deep inside that body. Endurance levels are very hard, not forgetting the speed that they can carry. It will all come down to the mindset and the game plan and how well they use their resources.
Your main man is on the mat, Paddy. Sachin Bhargav Chingari. Quite the sensation on the Kho Kho mat. Mehul is there, Aniket Pote, who's aligned by himself. Oh, there you go. You see how Mehul and Sachin ran into each other.
They got tangled nearly. And then the thing is, you will face a roadblock. How do you see it? You can see it as an obstacle to be fought, or you can see it as an opportunity to be enjoyed. They were smiling at each other.
That's because they back themselves. Confident boys, these guys. Look at Sachin Chingari. Fancies himself, just the pace that he has. And Jeffrey can't do much.
You know what? Now, this is not going to work for you. Because he can go both ways. He dives. Does he get him? Well done. Now, this is great. For the second time, he's asking for a review. Oh, this was brilliant from Sachin Chingari.
The audacity of Sachin Chingari to toy with the Wazir the way he did. He did get tagged eventually, but that was a moment of brilliance. Quite spectacular from Chingari. Now Mehul, Firi on pursuit.
Speed, sensational, stupendous. Talk about this game, and it's all about that sort of flair. Faster than a speeding bullet, sometimes faster than the blink of an eye the other time, Navneet.
Unbelievable, loving this. The fans are getting into it. It's so intense, this game of Kho Kho. that you can't get your eyes off it. You see everyone sitting in the stands as well, absolutely glued into the action.
No, actually, he should have engaged him down to the central lane. The moment you take the Wazir into the open area, you will be at a huge disadvantage, no doubt about that. India's down to just one player standing at the moment. What's the time left on the clock now? Now 60 seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes into this match. Well done, India. There's now less than a minute left in this first turn here. South Africa have picked up 16 points. Not bad at all. Yeah, Aniket, both they knew what was happening there.
Okay, 44 seconds and under at the moment. Diving Kho there. There's always a late Kho, a timely Kho, and a fake Kho. Skill set, dodge, bluff, agility, one-on-one. Gets him. Third batch gone. When did it happen with this team earlier?
Bongani Metsweni, the attacker, getting the tag on Aniket Pote. India, 3 batches have been cleaned up. South Africa with 18. Ashwani Kumar Sharma, the coach of the Indian men's team, is often a lot more relaxed. Dare I say that there's pressure on India. You wait till you see them attacking. That's when you really know the strength of this Indian team. Just 30 seconds remaining in the first turn.
For those of you who've just gotten accustomed to the sport, lovely sport called Kho Kho, don't go for that scoreline. It might say South Africa is leading, India has not opened their account. That is because you will get the true picture after turn 2, because both the sides would have attacked. For the first time, 4th batch comes in for India in the tournament. South Africa have done remarkably well.
If only you're here at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium here. It's deafening here, the noise, the fans are well into it. Suyash, Ramji Kashyap and Pavani Sabar are the 3. Just 20 seconds left. Now can India manage this without any further damage? 18 points is quite a lot in itself. Ramji Kashyap is quick. Jeffrey.
Come on boys, carry it down. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, the speed, the dodge, the timely Kho, the diving Kho, the run, the chase, the craze. Listen to the roar. That is it. India will not face any more damage in the first round. 18 still is a good number for South Africa, Navneet.
South Africa won't be too disappointed. The fact that they've cleaned up 9 Indian defenders is job well done. Look at the intensity. Well, they are glued in at the Proteas. It wasn't a great contest for the girls when they took on India earlier in the semi-final. India women's team into the final against Nepal. If India win this game, it will be an India-Nepal in the men's division as well. That is what they're fighting for.
When it all started, South Africa said, we are going to win the toss and we will attack first. Boy, they've attacked well. What have they done special so far? Let's just take you down memory lane. India, so far in the tournament, has never received or ever seen 4th batch arriving in one turn. And that happened today. And this is what this was all about. I think India was overconfident in batches.
Just a reminder that once India gets into attack, that's when the real fireworks start. 18-0 in favour of South Africa. Will come back for turn 2, but just a reminder that India beat the South Africans in the women's division by 50 points to secure a final spot.
And we'll get the verdict on the same very soon. It is a review. A review has been taken, and verdict arriving very, very soon. They have taken the review on the last defender. TV umpire we're sorry for the technical glitch. There's a verdict which is awaited at the moment.
TV umpire, I take a review.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it, what that review was, and the TV umpire needs to take a look at this one. Attacker's review. Then he gets up. right, the verdict will arrive.
Defenders out!
Now, which would be done with what we thought was 18-0 will be 20-0. 20-0. 20-0. This is outstanding. How crucial will those 2 points be? Now, India will have to attack out of their skin here.
Now watch these boys in action. This is when we really get an idea of which way this game is going. 20 is job well done, South Africa. You spot yourself on the big screen and you bring out the big wave and a bright smile, why not? That's why you come and watch live sport, to spot yourself on a big screen. Right, here we go. It's India's turn to attack. Ladies and gentlemen, you really want to see the adrenaline kicking in. Why is Kho Kho one of the most exhilarating sports? Watch for the next 7 minutes. Nikhil to start off. Suyash, Ramji Kashyap, Pratik Vaikar is the Wazir. Akash Singh, Aniket Pote and Gautam.
Base, touch, two, Kho, base, Bill, well done. Will they produce the kill? There he goes yet again. Quick Kho yet again. Surprise element on offer.
India's already picked one up. This is quick from India. Nice from South Africa as well. They're bouncing back. Aniket Pote looking to use the post. Can't get anything. This is good. 30 seconds in.
Well done. He's fast. Produces the blast. Yes, he does. Up he goes and down he comes with class.
Look at that fake. Oh, won't get it. Won't get it. Went the wrong way, Nikhil. This is good. India pick up 2. It's inching close to the 1 minute mark.
Well done. Speed, energy, passion, purpose, hunger, chase, Kho, well done. Fake Kho and then turn. Well done. Surprising yet again. Wazir comes into the picture. Fake Kho.
Suyash goes the other way. Gets the captain involved. Aniket Pote. This is smart. This is when India really have to work hard. When you have one defender. Oh, smart from Nikhil. So smart from Nikhil. 1 minute and 12 seconds. India up and running.
What was the last 72 seconds all about? It was the chase, it was the speed, it was all about madness. They were going all guns blazing, no doubt about it. Oh, what a thriller that is.
That is a skydive, the definition of a skydive from Aniket Pote, but smart from Nikhil. You thought that he would go to Ramji Kashyap. Instead, he went by himself around the post and he caught the South African napping there. It's a game that's played between the 2 years as well. Strategy as important as just speed and acceleration.
No doubt. No, not given yet again. And whenever the defenders are running fast, it means the attackers are making a lot of sense. Dives may not have got the point, but definitely gets the roar in the stadium. Mind you, the decibel levels have just gone out of the roof.
Unbelievable. Paddy, now Fiddy is on the mat as one of the defenders. Jersey number 14, the South African, for me is the fastest Protea there is on the mat. This is going to be a tough match for India to clean up. But no, Nikhil can't get it. This is tough for India.
Yeah, both of them together. He missed a chance there. Pratik Vaikar missed a chance there. He shouldn't have given the Kho. He had a golden opportunity.
But Paddy, a self-out. I think Fiddy, there is just a schoolboy error from Fiddy. He went out of the playing area when he has so much to bring to the table. That is just a slip from South Africa.
India on the charge yet again. India on the run. India with the kill. 1 touch, 2 points. Plentiful of joyful moments for the Indians visiting and watching it.
Yeah, take a look at this now. This was him using the post. You go to the other side. What a dive from Aniket Pote. South Africa want to review this.
He flies like a jet, I bet.
Defender review.
No, it's all about that touch. And whenever you see that touch, all you watch is direction as well. Because if you're not a Wazir, you cannot change directions. There he gives the Kho to Pote.
Now, take a look at Pote going towards his right. The question is, did he go a little more than just right? I think that's fine. And I think he gave that touch as well. Now, if the question is direction, I think it's okay. And was the touch there? I think he just very nicely brushes the jersey. Lots of noise in the crowd. They can see it on the big screen. Aniket with a smile. India pick up 2. India clean up batch number 2.
Beauty was Navneet that he cuts that angle beautifully. He cuts that angle beautifully and does that within the parameters of what the rule suggests. That was beauty. That is perfect example of how you should be attacking. Well done. 12. Beauty is India still has 4:28 left in their turn.
And they've picked up 2 already. Mind you, South Africa cleaned up 3 batches of India and 1 extra defender, which means 10 Indian defenders. India have already picked up 6 with 4.5 minutes on the clock. Job well done. India will at least look to get to 30 points if they can in this attacking turn.
A land where pace wins the race, where speed is authority, where direction is essential, where a sharp mind is mandatory. Oh, I think he missed a chance there. India is running far too much in their chase today. Dive! Up in the air! No, not give it.
Pratik Waikar, Mehul, Aniket Pote. He loves using the post, Aniket. Okay, there's a review here. Don't think there's a review available though.
We see the defender out of frame or not.
Now the question is, was the defender out of field, Paddy?
Okay, what they need to see is, does he go out of bounds? You need to have a sense for boundaries there. That is what the rule permits. Technical review.
Lots of pressure being applied from Nikhil. Look at the acrobatics from Nikhil B. Wow, that is great athleticism now. Now, I think that's just outside the frame. I have a feeling he stepped out, Paddy. Now this angle may just be better. I think he stepped out. He goes completely out of the mat, into the orange part of the mat, and that might go in favor of India. There you go.
It does. And what forced that error was sheer speed and authority and blaze at the end. You can't be jogging when you're attacking here. You can be jogging when you're defending.
Letogonolo's stock has been deemed out. India have been gifted a couple of points. Errors like that, India wouldn't mind. Now pressure back on South Africa. India just 6 points shy of the Proteas. Aniket once again at the post. He likes that. Hasn't got it so far though.
Liking this drive, the vibrancy from India. The spark from India. Whim and vigor. The post, the chase. How quickly he covers that ground.
Tuyash now. He fakes it, gets it back to Mehul. Mehul wants to put in the dive back to Gautam. No, goes the wrong direction. Aniket Pote, Mehul, Pabani Sabar goes on his own around the post. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. That's Aditya Ganpule, in fact.
And you can only do it as a team. Alone, you'll never be able to do it. Sticks in a bundle are always unbreakable. Kho at the right time. Now, yet again, he had an option of giving it to the captain there. He doesn't give it. Then he does it because he was very well assured he's going to finish this match. India is lethal and merciless.
I thought for a second that he went the wrong direction, but I think it came in just in the nick of time, the dive. India well on the kill. They're shy of just they're too shy of the South African score, and they still have almost 3 minutes left, Paddy. If India can get to the 30 mark and get about a 10-point lead going into the second half, I think they'll be happy, Paddy.
Very happy. But I somewhere down the line, their coach and all these boys should prepare for a moment where they have to learn to collect points in the defense as well. There may be a night when you're not as good when you're attacking. So what do you do then? Sometimes those crucial points, dream runs, they can come in very handy.
Good start this from South Africa. Oh, he's just so quick. That is sensational from Gautam. Wow. The little fellow has some serious heat.
He was fast. He produced the blast. There comes the race yet again. I mean, is there a boring moment in this game? Absolutely not. This happens to be the fastest game on earth. No doubt about that. Look at that speed. So many things happening at so many times. The mind is working overtime as well. Forget about the physical thing.
Unbelievable. Pratik Waikar steps out, the Indian captain. It's Sachin Bhargav. India's sensation on the Kho Kho mat comes in as the Wazir. Mehul has it nice and easy. Picks up Zobo with utmost ease. India have now gone past South Africa.
and that will give them the boost and the confidence, and the chase is on. Last man standing at the moment, Bethwell Elfan. I mean, whenever the defender's running as much as Alfan is running at the moment, that is a sort of trouble. India cleans it up. India have a 4-point lead and they have 1 minute and 49 seconds to attack in turn 2.
And they've cleaned up this match in 1 minute and 7 seconds. If India continue at the same pace, you expect them to clean up another batch. Take them to 30. Could even go to maybe 32, 34. If India pick up another 6 to 10 points from here on, advantage India. Gautam was quite sensational in this match.
We are reliving those moments. Flies like a jet sometimes, produces the easy touch the other times as well. We see the rapid arriving from nowhere. We see the tenderness also sometimes.
Loving it. India versus Nepal in the women's category tomorrow, World Cup final. If it continues this way, it will be India versus Nepal in the men's as well. The world's two best teams in a World Cup final. Makes for great viewing. Sachin Chingari.
May not have got it, but gave us a moment to relish, relive, enjoy, pace. Tries on the feet, doesn't get it. Gets the direction wrong. Suddenly, you need to be thinking on your feet all the time. This sport rewards quick decision making.
And you can see how quickly the Indian attackers, Paddy, if they realize that they can't go the other way, they're quick to tag their teammate.
This is what is needed, Navneet. Look at that. Absolutely flamboyant. Makes for great television. Back live with the kill and the thrill. Everyone at the Indira Gandhi International Stadium is up on their feet. They are running fast. They're running hard. They're making it difficult for the South Africans.
It's taken us almost 14 minutes of action to see a skydive from Sachin Chingari, Ramji Kashyap, Mehul, Shiva Reddy, Papani Sabar, onto Aditya Ganpule. Puli Willi put in the dive. No, Mehul comes in. Two still surviving. Well done, South Africa.
Well done. And what is the lead? 6 points. India badly needs at least 4 more points. 2 touches is what they need. They would want that cushion because they've not got a single dream run when they were defending. Dive! Kill! Doesn't get it. Direction was wrong. Quickly. You've got no time to regret, no time to crave. You have to be on your feet. You have to be thinking, running, skydive! Add 2 more.
17 seconds. Can India get 1 more? Can they clean up this 5th batch? 10-point lead will give India a massive advantage. They're running out of time. 8, 7, 6. Something special has to come. Has to come. 28-20. Game on. What a match of Kho Kho this is.
South Africa have played out of their skin here. India only has an 8-point lead. What does that tell you? It tells you that South Africa not done badly at all. They've given India a run for their money. No doubt about that. Now when India comes in, Navneet, and they come in to defend, they have to be sharp. They have to collect at least a dream run. What would that ensure? That you wouldn't allow South Africa to get those number of touches.
And Paddy, I think you were mentioning points of India taking it a little easy when they were defending in the first turn. India can't afford to take it casually in turn 3 because South Africa are breathing down their neck pretty heavily. An 8-point lead. Yes, it's a lead, but I wouldn't say it's a convincing lead. Not something that India will be sitting comfortably with. That, for me, is the concern. And that's why coach Ashwani Kumar Sharma has plenty to say to the boys at the break.
When India comes in to attack in turn 4, they should not have a target of more than 10 points, which would mean 5 touches, not more than that. If they've done that, then they would do a remarkable job, and that will ensure how they fare here in their turn. India versus Nepal, women's final tomorrow.
What a stage that's going to be. That's what they're going to be fighting for, the girls, to be champions in the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. Nirmala Bhati, Priyanka Ingle, Nasreen Sheikh, coach Sumit Bhatia, and the entire team, Monica and everyone, have made all of India proud. They need to get onto the mat one more time and do what they do best. Celebrations are plenty after they got the better of South Africa in the semi-final today earlier on. They will get the love of the entire nation. They have gotten all of it over the last 1 week. They're one final dance away from getting their hands on a glittering trophy. Here we are. 28-20, job on. game on for Team India in the men's division.
India fielded their first bat in turn 1. They could stay there for 245. They missed it by 15 seconds. They could not even earn a single dream run point. Here, Wazir, up against the Wazir. Draw him down to the central lane. In the open space, he'll kill you. And that's a mistake. That's a huge mistake from Ganpule.
This is ridiculous heat from the South Africans. Pratik Waikar, Gautam now, 2 Indians that are surviving. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen the Indian defenders under this kind of pressure being attacked by the Proteas. This is some watching. My goodness.
And this is because the South Africans are not giving them any chance to think. They are making them rush. I've never seen Indian defenders in this tournament ever getting so rushed. Now suddenly there is a bit of a calm. Suddenly, well done Indian captain. Waikar is on fire.
Just want to see them slow the game down, Paddy, the Indian defenders. Take it easy, slow it down. Pratik Waikar is trying to do exactly that. Now I think Pratik Waikar was asking for something, which is why he took his eyes off and he was looking at the referee, but he has been given out. Now the onus is only on Gautam, who was the star defender in the first turn.
You know what? This is silly from the Indian captain. He should be hacking away at the essentials. You focus on your job. It is the job of the referee to do what he wants to do, what he has to do. You've sacrificed 2 points there. This can come back to haunt Team India.
Now look at that lead. India just have a 4-point lead now. You don't want to give too many points to the South Africans. Firi now, he's quick, very smart. Gautam goes the other way. He dodges the attacker. You saw what Gautam did in the first turn, Paddy. He's the one who really survived, took it to 245. Now can he go all the way to 3 and get India the dream run point?
Well done. Don't get into the open space with the Wazir chasing. Now the mistake South Africans are making is they're not giving it to the Wazir. Even now they miscalculated this. They try on the post catch is just not there. South Africans have missed a trick here. Diving, cleaned up. That is beauty. Would you believe it? 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
This is unbelievable. What a game this is turning out to be. I'll be honest with you, I knew that this Proteas setup, Paddy, was a top one, but they're really pushing India out of their comfort zone. Now this was Pratik Waikar, what you mentioned. Focus on what you need to be doing. Wait till the whistle blows. That's an important prerequisite. That's a cardinal sin from the skipper.
Now my point is, even if you take a review and the referee says, okay, technical review, how will you find out whether he has said Kho or not? And it can come back to haunt you. I mean, so the Indian captain needs to learn here.
Ramji Kashyap, Suyash and Pavani Sabar are the 3 next defenders. The lead now for India just down to 2. But the important point is that they've rolled the clock down by 2 minutes and 15 seconds. This is a serious game. The intensity is there for everyone to see. The tension quite palpable at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. Ramji Kashyap is quick, but I'll tell you, the Wazir of South Africa, he's as quick or quicker.
Oh, he's the quickest at the moment. He's the quickest at the moment. The problem is, they have not used him well, and I'm surprised. Wazir into the open space, Indians there, he is gonna kill you. It's as simple as that. So the rule would suggest that the best technique would be draw Wazir down to the central lane. Ramji sacrifices himself. Now that's silly from Ramji as well.
Oh, Paddy, he's not been given. Look at Ramji's dodging skills, Paddy. This is the audacity of Ramji Kashyap. To look at that. Theatrics. This is insane from Ramji Kashyap. Look at that. My goodness. We're seeing the best of Kho Kho from India.
But up against the Wazir. This is silly indeed. Play to the gallery, young lad. If this is one moment you can, but not against the Wazir. You can do that against the others because they cannot change direction. So India, I've seen 2 silly moments. Will they come back to haunt Team India? I hope, I pray it doesn't.
Have a look at that scoreline now. Neck and neck, 28-28. The only difference is that India have 7 minutes of attacking left. South Africa only have 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Will that be the difference, and will that give India the advantage to get into the final? Unbelievable intensity here.
No other team has made Indian defenders run as much as South Africa has. And period. And the reason has been that they've not allowed the Indians too much around the central lane. So because they've thrown them into the open spaces, they have hunted on them. The problem has been, though, they should have used their Wazir more.
Absolutely. Look at Suyash now. I like what I'm seeing from Suyash. Pavani Sabar is still very much there. This is just the second batch from India. So far, India have done reasonably well. They've only given the 4 defenders. Oh, right on cue. Number 5. 10 points. 10 points means South Africa take the lead with 2:45 on the clock. The little fella, Pavani Sabar. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he actually just produces Not given, understand, but he is so quick. Wazir from South Africa is electric quick. 40 seconds to the dream run. If India gets a dream run, India would have recovered very well. Oh, as we say, no. That is the touch of tragedy.
Paddy, this game is on, Paddy. This game is on. Yes, India still have the advantage. It's a 6-point lead. Actually, it should be a 12-point lead if I'm not wrong. South Africa have cleaned up 2 batches. So from 20, when you add 12 points, it should be 32. We'll take a quick look at the scoreline to check whether it's 32 or 34.
Oh yeah, good point. India fielding their 3rd batch. They had to field their 4th batch. Indian captain. You know what? 2 silly moments for India there. The first one by the captain himself. When the leader stumbles, the team can stumble too. Be watchful, guys. All you need to do is go back to the basics. Zigzag skills will work for you. They're making you run and you're running. Bring them to your level playing field.
What India really does is maneuver the field. Oh, that was unfortunate from Akash Singh. He knocks down the attacker of South Africa. That was unfortunate, unintentional. But the play will continue. Now the Wazir once again. Look at that. That is nice. That's what you want to see. Less is more. That's how it works when you're defending.
Yeah, move less, hurt more, sprint less, engage less, make them sweat more. These are simple things, all you need to do. Now that is lopsided. That is lopsided. What was he doing? Did he see this coming?
A bit surprised with that effort from Akash Singh over there. That was rather casual towards the end. Now Nikhil is tagged. My goodness. South Africa are turning on the heat. Shiva Reddy is the only one left. It's only been 45 seconds on the clock. That lead is now gone. 8 points in favour of South Africa.
Look at the clock. 90 seconds. Last man standing in the batch. Wazir should have gone. They are relying on quick course at the moment. I think they should operate their Wazir more. That will give them a realistic chance of finishing things up quickly. The Indians have faltered in the defensive skills, this area. No doubt about that.
So far, India have given as many as 16 points in this attacking turn. Make that 18, and there's a minute left. There is a minute left, ladies and gentlemen. This game is not done. India may still have an entire turn left, but it ain't going to be easy. The Proteas can go into the 40s now. What a semi-final this is turning on to be. Absolute heat here. Nikhil couldn't do much. The Wazir from South Africa is destroying India.
Just look at the clock. He's agitated, you can understand. Look at the coach. I mean, tension, tension, tension. Amneet, tell us the reality. 10-point lead. The reality, another one is 65 seconds left in the turn.
Look, even if I am a little, well, looking at the glass half empty, if India still managed to give a 4-point lead, that'll take South Africa to a 14-point lead with India coming out for the final turn. I'll still fancy India most certainly. But if India can just stay out of trouble, Sachin Singare, don't take it easy. Aniket Pote and Mehul, 3 really quick defenders on for India here.
Now all they need to do is show a little bit of sense. Oh no, in that open space against the Wazir, he will kill you. He has inflicted damage yet again. It's down to 34 seconds. Come on guys, back to the dodge, the skill, quicksilver reflexes, overconfidence will come back and haunt you. Like that.
Not given, it hasn't been given because he went past the central line after that dive went in. Not bad. It's still a 14-point lead. 15 on the clock. Come on, Aniket. Cannot give one here. Has that been given? It has been given.
Now, my point is sometimes we'll survive those antics, Navneet. But what is the need for those antics? That is it. So India are 14 points behind. They'll have to score 15 points to make sure they have both their feet into the finals. 15 points in 7 minutes. Should not be tough. Now smile.
I'm smiling, I'll tell you that, Paddy. We've all been witness to a breathtaking game of Kho Kho. That I can tell you. Hats off to the South Africans. They are giving their life here. This is what it means to them. The Indians are celebrating already. They believe this 14-point deficit can be wiped off. India have an entire turn of 7 minutes and they will be attacking. Unbelievable. Aditya Ganpule first was tagged by the Wazir. He's just been all over the place, the Wazir of South Africa, Jeffrey. Then Pratik Waikar, Ramji Kashyap, Suyash G, Pabani Sabar from Firi. Again Jeffrey coming in, Nikhil B. Oh, they love it, don't they? They're putting on more than just a fight. And for the first time I'm seeing Pratik Waikar, the captain, just a little frustrated. Emotions, tempers flying high. Wow, what a game. With one turn remaining in the men's semi-final, just a reminder that India have made it to the final in the women's. We'll take a break, come back for the get as many as 16 points, which means 8 tags, Paddy. 8 tags in 7 minutes.
And just think out of the box. Supposedly South Africa wins a dream run here. That will hurt India's chance like anything. India can't afford that. You need a point. India is always sloppy to start with, let me tell you. 20-25 seconds, they don't find a point. They actually get in the groove much later, searching for the first one. All three troubling them, the Khosa, Bakoba, Mosina.
This is a good start from South Africa. 30 seconds in, they haven't been threatened by the Indians so far. Ramji Kashyap, Akash Singh goes around. Oh, that is smart. Very nicely done. It is Sifo in Kobo.
The planning has been poor, so to say. It has not worked for them. Bring the Wazir in. There comes the chase. The South Africans have done very well so far. 50 seconds. Not even a single touch from India. India needs to score 15 points here to win and to go into the finals. Ramji.
India under pressure. India's most certainly under pressure. Akash Singh, India. That is the first tag, and it comes from a now spectacular skydive from Akash Singh. He gets the tag back. Pratik Waikar gets it to Suyash.
Yeah, very well. They're maneuvering very well, the South Africans, around the central lane. And that is a smart tactic. That is something India will teach you. Chase! Kill! Yes, he does it! Boy, oh boy, captures the thunder, steals the joy.
Gets the tag on the head of the defender. That is spectacular athleticism from Mehul. Now Nikhil. Nikhil can't get it. They're still surviving. It's a minute 40. Well done, South Africa.
No doubt about that. Great job so far. Number 9 survives. Side for Makobo. That's it. That's it. That's it. 150. Review comes instantly.
Huge decision this, Paddy. Huge decision this.
Defender review.
And Kobo says there was no touch. Akash Singh was confident of the touch. And mind you, every time when one defender is surviving, can often be the pain point, the thorn, because you've wiped out 2 defenders and that one final defender can play on your mind. Now Akash Singh uses the post to go around. Does he get a touch there on the calf? Yeah, that's a good touch. That is a good touch. He's also moving in the forward direction from his right foot to his left. They should go in favour of India.
Defender out. No more review.
Well done. India clean up the first batch in a minute 50 seconds, Paddy. What does that mean to the scoreline? 8 points the deficit.
Yeah, and there can never be a chance. I mean, you cannot allow South Africa to take a point. The moment South Africa takes a point, it would mean you've not scored for 3 minutes minimum. So India needs to hunt, though the trend always suggests that they always take care of the second batch quicker than the first one.
Right, here we go. Firi comes in. Now for me, I worry about Alex Firi. He's the concern for me, Paddy. Bongani and Yatyeka also in. For me, the next 2 minutes is going to decide. Oh, wow! Mehul lights up the Kho Kho mat.
He brings everyone on their feet. He's fast. India has to get furious at the moment if you want to be fantastic. Gives it to Suyash. Small little Kho. Dodge. This guy's jump, run, kill. Doesn't get it.
Firi has been declared self-out once again. Could that be the move of the game? Pratik Waikar, I think, gets a really hefty touch. I wondered if it went into the eye of the defender. Can be dangerous. Great sportsmanship from the Indians. Now, where did that go? Oh, that was a proper slap on the cheek. And Pratik Waikar, wonderful sportsmanship from the Indians. Immediately went in, to check if he was okay.
Wonderful. There are things that are bigger than just winning and losing. No, sportsman spirit. What is a sportsman without the spirit, Navneet?
And yes, India. We're just waiting to see what is happening here. Paddy, India cleaned up this match in 33 seconds. Talk about upping the ante a little bit. India have upped it up big time. 33 seconds. India 2 touches away from a place in a World Cup final.
Navneet, you and I were making that point that they always feast on the second batch much quicker than the first. Indeed. And they listen to our commentary. Our commentary is working.
As long as it gets India over the line, India now 2 points or 2 touches away. 1 touch to equalize, 1 touch to take the lead. What a game this has been, though, regardless of which way this goes. Mehul has been spectacular for me.
Now, India is finding South Africans to be running faster than them. And this was predicted. Now there, Wasim! The touch, the dive for celebration. And that is it. Scores are level. And we have the luxury at 2 more. Asking for 2 more. Does he get it? And the answer is no. Scores will stay at 42-42.
He doesn't. Scores are level. India 1 tag away from a potential World Cup final spot. Aniket Pote. Does he go on his own? He does. He won't get it. Sachin Bhargav is the Wazir. On to Suyash now.
Yeah, do it quickly. There he does it. Yes! No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He came so very close yet so far. So many moments of anticipation, skill, the dazzle, the flair, the run, the pass, the Kho yet again. Use the post. Bernard, does he get it? No, he touched the central line.
Unbelievable, Paddy. It is just breathtaking to watch these athletes in play. Aniket Pote's skydive will give India the lead. Now all South Africa can do is pick up a dream run point. That'll mean 1 point, Paddy. India have a 2-point lead. India are marching into a World Cup final spot.
Yeah, the girls are already there. The boys seem to have sealed it. The dive, the kill, the jump, the yelp, the celebration. Stand, rise and applaud the effort from these brave hearts from Team India. The girls saying, well done, boys.
India now tearing the Proteas apart. Have a look at Sachin Bhargav. Fly sky high. Then Aniket Pote. Now for me, Aditya Ganpule's skydive for tag number 3 was quite sensational. Have a look at him go airborne. India flying quite literally. And the coach loves it. India in the lead. India with a 4-point lead. India 2 minutes 50 seconds away from a place in the final.
Now let's explain to our viewers why South Africa will find it very difficult to come back from here, and India has already assured a place in the final. Even if you get a dream run point, you get 1 point for a dream run. 2 more, add 2 more. India is increasing the lead. India is having more fun. India is looking more assured. India is running better. India is chilling better. Oh boy! Navneet is jumping off his seat.
I can't control this excitement, Paddy. This game is a game and a half. That is what they are fighting for. The men's Kho Kho World Cup. Now the coach is a lot more relaxed. India pretty much at a point of no return. A 10-point lead, 2 minutes and 27 on the clock. Boy, have they turned up the heat when it mattered most. We've been witness to one of the great games of Kho Kho we've ever seen in this World Cup. Unbelievable action this has been. 2.5 on the clock. India can now cause plenty of damage.
Well done, South Africa. My heart really goes out for them. And look at the speed, the thrill, the challenge that they've thrown to India. They've risen to the occasion. They've troubled the Indians. Indians have always looked so assured when they've defended. Not today. Indians were running into the open spaces. They disrupted the game plan now. And they could do that because they had the pace and the guile.
They certainly did. Shiva Reddy trying to use the post once again. He'll come back to hand it over to Aditya Ganpule. To Aniket Pote. Unbelievable. Now you're seeing India really flex their skills. It's the most impressive Kho Kho team in the world. Now they're telling the world why they are world beaters. India's very own sport. It's gone global. First ever World Cup. 55 countries that play it, 23 countries in this World Cup. Let's just say that the world now has a taste of India's glorious sport.
No doubt about that. The journey from mud to mat, marty to mat, so to say. The pain, the toil, the labour, the effort. Congratulations, KKFI and Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, the president, for putting in such effort and giving the platform to artists. What is an artist? What is a player? What is a sportsman without an opportunity? He can run back. Why? Because he's the Wazir. He can go in any direction. Wherever you go, cave, cavern or hole, you are my goal. Goes for him. Gets it!
Has to be the moment of the match, the dive of the match, and it's only fitting that it comes from the Superman of the Indian Kho Kho team, Sachin Bargo Chingari. What a spectacular feat this has been from the Indian boys. Take nothing away from the Proteas, take nothing away from South Africa. They've given it their all. They've given their dear life to be here. They knew they were up against it. Have a look at that from Sachin Chingari on Khoza. The Wazir of India. There aren't too many that are faster than Sachin Chingari on a Kho Kho mat, that I can tell you.
And let me tell you, you're watching the fastest game on earth, and we'll stick our neck down and say we're not even saying one of the fastest, we're saying this is the fastest sport on earth. It is. The pace, speed, agility, Navneet, the power, prowess, strength, belief, run, fun, job well done.
Most certainly the fastest game on the planet, and it's a bunch of young boys from India that have ruled the roost. Nikhil B now changes direction. We're less than 40 seconds away. India, well, it was looking close at one point. India have just been ruthless in this fourth turn, Paddy. They were at 28, which means they've picked up 30 points. 5 patches they've cleaned up.
And it has been a clinical effort. The first, 1 minute and 50 seconds, Navneet, did not go their way. But they recovered very well. Gets a point yet again. 2 more points. So India is enjoying it at the moment, Navneet. It's down to the last 7 seconds.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The whistle goes off. India in a World Cup final. The Indian men and the Indian women will be in action tomorrow. It'll be an all-India versus Nepal affair in the inaugural edition of the Kho Kho World Cup. India versus Nepal in the women's division, India versus Nepal in the men's division. What a performance from the boys on the left, the girls on the right, dancing to the tunes. They've enjoyed their performance, and they gave us a performance of their own earlier today. But all in all, we're in the midst of Kho Kho royalty. We've just been witness to a cracking contest. Commiserations to South Africa, you have to feel for them, but India, too hot to handle.
South Africa did trouble India. South Africa did scare India. South Africa really were tough opponents tonight. But India with a comfortable 62-42 win in the end. They were trouble in the first 2 minutes or so in the last turn. And we thought this might be very, very close. It wasn't to be in the end. Well done, South Africa. And good to see that spirit, the hug, that camaraderie, the friendliness. Well done. Sport teaches you so many things. Builds character, tests character as much as it tests skill. Now, when you get to see what you get to see in a Kho Kho game is great thrill, great dive, great anticipation, the skydive, the dive, the fall, the rise, just being wise sometimes, agile most of the time. Defenders would think, okay, why should we be running? A good defender won't believe in yelp and roar. He will rely on less is more. A good defender will be light on feet. Attacker has to go fast. All the game, best defenders stay near the central line, as he was staying right there. India on the chase. India too could not get a single dream run. That is an area they should be targeting. As far as speed was concerned, talk about Ram, Mehul, Indian captain, Pratik Waikar. Did have a blemish though. But Siva Reddy, Aditya Ganpule, Gautam, Sachin Bhargo Chingare. India, just when the team needed, India delivered. Faster than a speeding bullet, faster than a blinker when I South Africa as well. Moments of jump, yelp and joy and thrill. This was action-packed, this was fun-filled, and it was result-oriented in India's favour. India in the end was ruthless. There were some sloppy errors as well. And this is the area that India needs to address. There he goes. In the end, it was 60-42. Whenever you see the action, it will always be rip-roaring, hair-raising, soul-stirring, stem-winding, gripping, riveting, awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping moments that you get to see only on the mat of Kho Kho. Kho Kho. The jump, the jubilation, the kill, the thrill. You can go out of adjectives, you can run out of voice, but these boys never go out of steam. As fast as eagle flies through the air, as fast as the magnet flies. Beautiful. Team India marching into the final, both men's final as well as the women's final. We are here to conquer. The team is united. They are each other's harvest. They are each other's bond. They are each other's success. The captain says, okay, love you all. We love you too, boys. Save your energies. Sleep early. Take proper rest. Eat healthy. The nation needs you tomorrow. At the end, the hug. The job is not done yet. We want you to save those celebrations for tomorrow as well. 62-42 in the end. Very comfortable, but the South Africans, two Indian captains there. Talk about Priyanka Ingle. Talk about the Indian men's captain. Pratik Vaikar, both in the same frame. Well done. India versus Nepal beating Iran. India beating South Africa in both the categories. Men's category, quite a contest. Not as much in the women's category where India was supreme authority. They were superior strength. They were much better than their opponents. There's so much noise in the stadium. It's tough to hear the two commentators. You can't hear each other at times. They are reliving some fantastic moments from the game that has just gone by. Stupendous action is what we are witnessing. India gave us so many moments of joy, but South Africa were very good. It was a hard-fought encounter. It was a nail-biter. Sometimes the scoreline wouldn't suggest so, but it was, especially in turn 7, first 2 minutes. And South Africa looked unfazed, unperturbed. All right, we are ready for the presentation. My friend Navneet is right there.
It's one thing to get into a World Cup as favourites and the #1 ranked team. It's a whole different thing to get the job done. We've been witness to one of the games of the tournament. India versus South Africa, a World Cup semi-final that lived up to the hype indeed. And eventually, India, too hot to handle. Congratulations to the boys as they now book a spot in a World Cup final. And it will be an all-India versus Nepal affair in the finals of the inaugural edition of the Kho Kho World Cup. Welcome to the post-match presentation, one final time for the semi-finals. And to give away the awards for the best attacker of the match, I'd like to have Mr. Rahul Jain, who's an avid media magnate, with us, and Ms. Anita Kumar, an educationalist. And this award will go for the best attacker of the match from South Africa. You have to hand it to them. For starters, can we have a big round of applause for the South African team? They've put on a fantastic display. They really gave it their all. And Bongani Metsweni will take the award for the attacker of the match. It's been a fantastic display from South Africa, and who would have thought that they'll really push India to the limits. Next up, for the best defender of the match, and to present this award, I'd like to have Mr. Rajesh Kalra, chairman of AsiaNet, to give away this award. It's an award that will go to one of the live wires of Indian Kho Kho. He's a serious athlete. I wonder if he's one of the fastest players there is in the game. The best defender of the game, Sachin Bargo Chingari. He is a rapid across the Kho Kho mat. And some of those skydives that he brought in today were quite sensational, particularly when he played the role of the Wazir in attack. And finally, as always, we have a Player of the Match award to give away. Mr. Narendra Kumar from Prachar Communication and Ms. Rupam Sharma, ex-CEO of Basketball Federation of India and Chairman Middle East, to give away this award. Player of the Match, ladies and gentlemen, he was a busy man today. Gautam MK will get the Player of the Match in a massive World Cup semi-final. Particularly in turn one, Gautam was quite sensational in prolonging the Proteas to tag him, and that played a massive role in India having an advantage. I want to say a big thank you to Gautam and to our guest to give away the award as well. But more importantly, the biggest congratulations to the Indian men's team. They will be in a World Cup final. That's it from the presentation.
Thank you, Navneet. Good job. Look at that. Good job by India as well. Both the teams, men's as well as women's, they have made it to the final. Happy day for Indian sport. We look forward to company surely tomorrow. Be with them. We need them. They need us. Yes, in hopes, in prayers, in support, in loud cheer, in spirit. Yes, this is what is on target. Save those emotions. Save some reactions for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. Well done, India. Pratik, Moikar and boys. Priyanka Ingle and girls. India versus Nepal in the women's category. 5:45. 5 o'clock, and then India versus Nepal at 7:45. We look forward to your company. Jai Hind. Good night.